What if every blender you've ever owned was lying to you? Frozen berries go in, the motor screams, then it stops, jams, and that smell hits. Burning plastic. The best high-speed blender was supposed to fix this. Does the Ninja SS151 TWISTi actually do it? Stay right here. Here's a question that might bother you. How many blenders have you thrown away? 1, 2, 5? And how much money went in the trash with them? Think about that. Welcome back. This is a rapid review. No fluff, no paid promotion, no filler, just the truth from dozens of real buyers. Today we're asking one simple question. Is the Ninja SS151 TWISTi really the best high-speed blender you can buy right now? We read the 5-star reviews, we read the 1-star reviews, we pulled it all apart. So you can decide in the next 6 minutes. Let's go. Quick intro. The Ninja TWISTi is a countertop blender system. It has a 1,600-watt peak motor. It comes with 2 containers, a 34-ounce pitcher for bigger blends, and an 18-ounce personal cup for single servings. What makes it different? 3 things. First, a built-in twist tamper that pushes food into the blades while it runs. Second, smartTORQUE technology that senses when the motor is struggling and automatically adds more power. Third, hybrid edge blades designed to pull ingredients down into the vortex instead of letting them stick to the sides. It also has 5 Auto IQ preset programs. You press a button, walk away, come back to a finished blend. That's the promise. But before we test that promise, let's talk about why you're really here. You're here because a blender has failed you. Maybe not once, maybe many times. And the story is always the same. You buy a blender, the box looks great. The reviews looked fine. You bring it home. The first few days, it works on soft stuff. Bananas, yogurt, juice, easy blends. You think, this time is different. Then you try frozen fruit, frozen mango, frozen aki, ice. And the blender chokes. The blades spin, but nothing moves. The motor makes that horrible grinding noise. You smell something hot, something wrong. You unplug it, open the lid, and sitting right there are the same frozen chunks you put in, untouched. So you dump it out, rinse the pitcher, eat something else. Your healthy morning? Gone. The money you spent on frozen fruit? Wasted. This isn't a small annoyance. It's the reason people stop making smoothies. It's why frozen fruit sits in the freezer for months. Because deep down, you don't trust your blender anymore. That's why people search for the best high-speed blender. Not for a gadget, but for a machine they can finally trust. So Ninja steps in and says they built the solution. 1,600 watts of peak power. A smartTORQUE motor that fights through resistance instead of giving up. A twist tamper that forces stubborn ingredients into the blade zone. Preset programs that handle the timing for you. The promise? You'll never hear that dying motor sound again. Big promise. Across dozens of reviews, the reality is mostly yes. But there are catches. Let's break it down. Here's why so many people love it. First, the motor doesn't quit. Reviewers consistently praise the smartTORQUE system. When it hits something tough, it pushes harder instead of stalling. One verified buyer said they threw in frozen bananas, ice, and protein powder, and it didn't even flinch. For anyone who's watched a blender die on frozen fruit, that feels like a breakthrough. Second, the twist tamper is a game changer for thick blends. You twist the built-in tamper while it runs, pushing ingredients down without stopping the motor. No spatula, no opening the lid, no mess. Many users say this alone makes it the best high-speed blender for acai bowls and nut butters. Third, the Auto IQ presets actually work. You press a button and the blender runs a specific pulse and pause pattern. Smoothie, frozen drink, extract, bowl. You don't babysit it, and reviewers say the results are more consistent than manual blending because the timing is dialed in. Fourth, the 2-container system fits real life. The 34-ounce pitcher works for couples or small batches. The 18-ounce cup is perfect for a single smoothie you can drink from directly. Fewer dishes, less hassle. Fifth, the price. Compared to high-end brands that cost $300 to $500, the Ninja TWISTi sits well under that range. For the power and features, many reviewers call it one of the best high-speed blender values available. Now let's talk about the downsides. First, the pitcher size. 34 ounces is about 4 cups. If you're blending for a big family every morning, you'll likely need multiple rounds. Some users wish it were larger. Second, it's loud. 1,600 watts means serious noise. Many buyers describe it as very loud. Early morning blenders and sleeping family members don't mix well. Third, the twist tamper takes a few tries to master. It's not difficult, but it's not instantly intuitive either. After 2 or 3 uses, most people get the feel for it. Fourth, the blades are extremely sharp. Cleaning requires care. Some reviewers mention minor nicks when washing by hand. You need to be slow and careful. Fifth, not every part is fully dishwasher safe. Many users rinse and self-clean by blending warm water and soap. But if you hate hand washing completely, this might bother you. So who is this for? Buy this if you make 1 to 3 smoothies or frozen drinks a day. If you regularly use frozen fruit, ice, seeds, greens, or protein powder. If you've been burned by blenders that stall and die. If you want high power without paying premium brand prices. And if you want a blender you can finally trust with frozen ingredients. Skip it if you need a massive 64-ounce pitcher for large family batches every time. If you need near-silent blending in a small apartment. Or if you need commercial-grade performance for business use. Here's the bottom line. The Ninja SS151 TWISTi earns its reputation for everyday home use. Across dozens of reviews, the pattern is clear. The motor powers through frozen ingredients. The Twist Tamper solves the thick blend problem. The smartTORQUE system adjusts power in real time so the blades don't stall. And the price makes it accessible. It's not perfect. It's loud. The pitcher isn't huge. And there's a short learning curve. But for the exact problem most people face, blenders that jam and burn out on frozen fruit, this machine fixes it. If you're tired of throwing away blenders and wasting food, this could be the one that finally sticks around. That's your rapid review. If this saved you time or money, hit like. Subscribe for more honest breakdowns every week. And tell me in the comments, what's the worst blender fail you've ever had? Link to check the current prices in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.